Hello YouTube, this is Dom of the Dow here, back for another For Honor video. Today I'm going over the Highlander hero. Since I went over Gladiator on Wednesday, it seems only fitting that I do Highlander now. He is incredibly complicated, so it took me a little while to do this video and to get his move list down. So I'm going to do it in somewhat different fashion. At first, you're going to see me in practice mode. I'm going to go through, show you what the move's like, what exactly he can do, and then I'm going to show you in actual gameplay of how I executed it, as well as how I didn't execute it. Most of the time I got my ass whooped. So what makes Highlander such a difficult character is that he's unlike any other character in the game in the way that he has two different modes for playing him. He has a defensive mode and then he has an offensive mode, and both open up totally different options as far as his moves go. So up on the screen I'm going to put up the defensive mode. I'm going to go over that first since that's pretty much the starting, that's the starting position. So with his defensive mode, his combos, they don't really do much. He's got a light, and then a heavy. He's got a light, then a heavy. He's got a heavy, then a heavy, and he's got dash forward and overhead heavy, but you can also cancel that into a side heavy. So if you guys are familiar with Kensei, when you come in with his unblockable overhead heavy, you can cancel that into the side. It's just like that. So during the startup of the overhead heavy move, you have to cancel it into the side, and I will show some footage of that just to give a representation of what that can do. So you're going to see me completely whiff this attack, but I put instructions just so you know what it looks like. Come in with the overhead, cancel to the side. That's exactly what it's supposed to look like. Now at the end of that clip, you see my character goes into that red state, like he starts lighting up red and he's got fire around him and stuff like that. So that's his offensive state, and that's the next set I'm going to go over. So how you get into that is you hold down R2. So just like when you're going to go in with Shugokai and do one of his unblockable heavies, you just hold R2 and you keep that hold down. So you'll stay in offensive mode as long as you hold down R2. Now the thing about being in that offensive state is that you cannot block. So you have to be very careful with when you go into that and how you use it. So preferably, well, I'm going to put the moves up for the offensive now. So keep in mind this is all while you're holding R2. So when you're in this state, you have a few options. If you hit guard break, you're going to do a kick. Okay, you're going to do an unblockable kick. And if it hits your opponent, you can release R2 and you get a free heavy. So when you release that R2, he unleashes an unblockable heavy. So you'll get that after the kick. Now if you come in and you do press down on the movement stick and then hit guard break, you're going to go in with a grab and you're going to throw their ass on the ground. And again, you get another free heavy with that, so you have to release R2 at the right time to get that free heavy. And then that'll put you back in defensive mode once you release R2. Now, while he's in there, he can also do a light attack. I haven't really found much use for it. It's called Enhanced Light. It's just real quick, yeah, I wouldn't really recommend using that. Jesus, I've been dreading this part. Now we gotta get into his offensive cancels. So again, I'm going to put this crap up on the screen because this part frustrates the living hell out of me, because if you miss a little bit of a button press, you mess up your entire chain, you drain all of your stamina. So, to get into it, when you go in with your offensive heavy, so you release it, you release R2, you can cancel that. So during the startup, you can cancel it into either a grab or you can cancel it into the kick. That's just mainly to throw people off if they're going to dodge or something. Now you can also cancel the kick. So if you press guard break while holding the R2, during that startup you can cancel that into a grab. Now if you release R2, you can cancel that into a kick, and you can cancel the kick into a grab. Now I'll go ahead and show you guys what this looks like in terms of button presses. Now I guess you can imagine how difficult this must be in an actual fight where you can actually get hit back and not against the bot. So now I'm going to show you guys what that looks like, how you fight against people like that, and exactly what happens when you do these certain moves. So for this clip, I'm actually going to go along with you guys to narrate exactly what goes on here. Just check out my health. I have less than 1 bar, but I somehow managed to bring this one home. So I'm just going to kind of sit here and narrate. So I come in with the overhead heavy, except I don't cancel it. Keep holding R2, go into my offensive, release R2 for the unblockable heavy. It does dock him for about half his health. So then at this next part, I come in with a light, and then I hold R2 to go into offensive heavy, release R2, and then cancel with a down guard break to grab him and kick his ass to the curb. And I get that free heavy and take out a good chunk of his health.
Victory!
So guys, this right here is another fight that I would like to analyze. Sorry for all the gladiator gameplay. When I got on, man, there were just a ton of gladiators everywhere. But anyway, I did a few things good here. I come in with the overhead heavy, cancel to the side, go into my offensive, get the kick, but then I release R2 too late. That was just a tad late, and you can see the delay there. He came in and attacked, so thankfully I landed the hit. And then this next section I come in with a light. Let me wait for it. Come in with the light. Go into my offensive, he attacks again, I release, I get that heavy, and I successfully claim this fight. So that's the video I had for you guys today. Thank you for watching if you made it this far. If you like this content, please subscribe and like the video for more of it. I will be bringing a new video tomorrow. It's going to be kind of different from my other videos, but it is something that I've been wanting to do for a while. But thanks for watching, and subscribe if you want more content.